This example, I'm going to show you how are you going to work backwards. So if you look at the data set is meant for a survey to find the number of siblings that each group of students has. So they present a data in the table. They present, like, for example, how many students have 0 siblings. So we got 3 students with 0 siblings. That means they are the only child. They don't have any brothers or sisters. And then we got 7 of them with 1 sibling. So then there is an unknown here. There's an unknown here on this part. Okay, so we are going to be calculating X depending on the different situation. So they are going to present to you different situation. That's why if you look at the instruction, it's all a if. It's a if situation. So every part is not related. So let's talk about the first part. So the first part says that if the mode is 2, what is the smallest possible value of X? So let's think about the first part. And what is the meaning of mode is 2? So when the mode is 2, that means this X is the highest frequency. So if the mode is 2, that means it's telling you that X has to be the highest frequency. So it has to be highest than all the numbers here. So X has to be higher than any of the older numbers here. So the smallest it can go will be a 9. So it can be a 9, then it is already higher than the rest. And of course, can it be a 10? So it can also be a 10. So in fact, 9, 10, 11, 12, all that will fit the value for X. But in this question, they only ask you for the smallest X. So the smallest X will be 9. So that means it can be bigger than 9. It can be 10, 11, 12, all that. But sometimes they will ask you to write down an inequality. So sometimes they will rephrase the question. They can rephrase the question as, if the mode is 2, write down an inequality involving X. Write down an inequality involving X. So remember your inequality topic. So how are you going to write an inequality involving X if that's the situation? So we know that it can be 9, 10, 11, 12. So the inequality can be X greater or equal to 9. So as long as it's 9 and more, then it will fit. So it depends on the phrasing of the question. So in this case, they are asking for the smallest X. So the smallest X has to be 9. I cannot have it as a 7. I cannot have it as 5. Because then that wouldn't make 2 the mode. So you got to use a bit of your sense to understand the idea. Okay, then the next one, we'll try to change the question again. So we're going to rechange the question on part B. So on part B, we're going to change now. We're going to change the mode to 5. If mode is 5, that means this is the highest frequency already. So if I change a situation where the mode is 5, that means 8 is the highest frequency. So what is the largest possible value of X? So I will say the largest possible will be a 7. Of course, it can be 6, it can be 5. So if I need to write an inequality for mode is 5, the inequality will be something like this. Because X cannot be negative. So X can be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I cannot exceed that range. But in this case, the question is asking for the largest X. So the largest X will be 7. It can go smaller, doesn't matter. You will still maintain the mode to be 5. So you got to use your common sense. Okay, make sure whatever you choose, the mode is still the given one. Part C will be quite easy. If they tell you that the mean is 2.9. Part C will be quite easy. But some students will get easily stuck for part C. So if you can think backwards, right, mean is actually very easy. So when we say mean is 2.9, it actually means that the total number of siblings over the total number of students is 2.9. That means on average, every one student got around 2.9 siblings. Of course, sibling cannot be numbers, cannot be decimal. So they are just doing out an average. So on average, every student seems to have 2.9 siblings. So that's what they are trying to say. So use the idea. So what does average mean? What does mean means? It means that the total number of siblings over the total number of students is 2.9. So what you should do is you target the total number of siblings first. So how you get the total number of siblings? That means you ask every student and then you add up the sibling they have. These 3 students got 0 siblings. So these 3 students got 0 siblings. So that will be 0 sibling. These 7 students got 1 sibling each. So from these 7 students, we got 7 siblings. So 7 times 1 will be 7. Okay, from the X number of students, each of them got 2. So that will be a 2X sibling. And 4 students, each of the students has 3 siblings. So I will have 12. So you can multiply. When you multiply, you get the total number of siblings. So you will get the total number of siblings when you multiply. Then you simplify the algebra, you will get 2x plus 83. Then the total number of students will be quite easy. How many students are there? That will be quite easy. You just add up the total number of students. So the total number of students is here. So you just go and add them up. 3 plus. Okay, you add them up, you will get x plus 28. So according to the definition, that means, right, the total number of siblings is this. The total number of students is this. And when I divide, I get a 2.9. So essentially, you just need to cross multiply. So you just do your algebra, cross multiply. I'm quite sure you know how to find your x. So actually, mean is one of the easiest to work backwards. So if you are given a value of mean, it's actually quite easy to find the unknown. So later on, there will be another question where we will actually form simultaneous. So here you should be able to get x equal to 2. Okay, so if we change a statistic, the x will be different. So if situation means, right, when we change situation, the value of x will change. So please give it a try to make sure that you can match the answer. The most difficult part is the median. Most people, they cannot work backwards for the median. They will forget about this part. Okay, so this one I usually got to draw out. Okay, so in this question, the median is 3. So the median is 3. So when the median is 3, you look at the median. In this case, right, there are 4 students here. So there are 4 students inside the median. So who is the one that is the median? So don't forget what is the median. Median is the middle person. Median actually comes from the middle person. You must remember this. But who is the middle person in this case? There are 4 of them. Okay, so we got to investigate. And then by the way we investigate, we can find the largest X and the smallest X. So I'm going to draw for you so that hopefully you can see the situation. So under the median is 3. So there are 4 guys under the median. So check the left side of the 4 guys. The left side of the 4 guys is X plus 10. The right side of the 4 guys is 6 plus 8. So who is the real middle guy? Who is the middle guy? So we are going to consider cases. Okay, so I'm going to consider A, B, C, D. You can consider cases like this. Okay, so I'm going to consider this as the middle guy. So think about if A is the middle guy. So what is the implication of the middle guy? That means, right, the number of people on his left will be equal to the number of people on his right. If A is the middle guy, the number of people on the left side, the people on his left will be X plus 10. It should be equal to the people on the right side. So you got to count how many people are actually on the right side. You got the 3 guys here, B, C, D, and the 14. So from here, your X will be 7. Okay, so you consider the A as a middle guy. Another situation, I'm going to consider the last one, the last guy as a median. If D is the middle guy, so if D is the middle guy, the number of people on his left side, the number of people on his left side, how many people on the left side? X plus 10, and these 3 persons are on the left, will be equal to the number of people on the right. So if D is the middle guy there, is the odd one out in the middle. So the number of people on the left will be equal to the number of people on the right. So from here, you got X equal to 1. So essentially, this will be the largest X. And then this will be the smallest X. You consider the extreme cases in the middle, in the median, right? You consider the first person and the last person. That should give you the largest X or the biggest X, largest X or the smallest X. However, there is still one situation that you need to take note. What happens when it is, there's another situation. What happens when it is an even number? If the total is an even number, that means this will be equal to this. Because if the total is, if you got even number, do you remember if you got even number, the median is the average of the middle 2. So we take the middle 2 and then we take the average. So there could be a case. So the extra case, if the total number of students is an even number, X plus 10 plus 2 will be equal to 2 plus 14. And then in that case, you will get 16 minus 12. You will get X equal to 4. I mean, this one doesn't answer the question. This one I'm just telling you. There could still be a case where the total number of students is even. So the median is actually the average of the 2. So the median is the one that you will need to draw it out to visualize. The key thing about the median is it comes from the middle person. You got to guess the middle person. And the feature of the middle person is, imagine you are the one in the middle. the number of people on the left and the number of people on the right will be the same. That is the key feature that you got to take note. If let's say you already not very good with calculating median, then this work backwards will be very, very difficult for you. Okay, so you got to explore the cases. You got to get used to, if I give you different mean, mode, median, you can trace backward to calculate some unknown.